Alright, well, good afternoon. It's Friday, a week or so right before Thanksgiving break. My goodness, about time. Ryan Wilson, joined by Will Gerard, James Boyd on WPGU 1071 and UPTV. We're back in HD in the Richmond studios. I think we look great. I think we might have woken up about 2 hours ago, but it's okay, because we have no classes. And we're not meant for TV. We have perfect face for radio. But that's not the point. The point is, we have Vulture basketball stuff today, tomorrow, and they're in Chicago last weekend. I was there. It was really cold. Yeah.
How was Larry? Did you have a conversation with Larry?
I did talk with Larry. We talked about the segment we did, and look, yeah, that was fun. I said, yeah, I sent it to you just to keep, and he's like, yeah, I'm not going to listen to that. I just glad to have it on hand, but I'm not going to listen to that again. All right, well, thanks. Good to see you, too.
That guy's got too much more stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to look in the past too often.
Yeah, no, Larry's a good guy. I've known him for a year, exactly.
I think he'd be like, yeah, I've known him all my life.
I've known him for...
We're not that old, Ryan. Can't be too long.
Known him for about 40 years. Oh, wait, no way. No, Larry's a good guy. But notably from last weekend, I think, was the women's team. They were very interesting because I got there for their second game when they played Whitewater. It was a disaster.
Yeah, you talked about how they struggled shooting the ball,
My goodness.
passing the ball.
Yeah.
So what was it about their opponent, Whitewater, that made the game so difficult?
Well, I don't think it was Whitewater's fault. I mean, you just sit there and watch Illinois throw pass to somebody that's not even looking. Like, oh, here you go. Where are you at? You're facing the wrong way, or maybe I just wasn't supposed to pass you the ball. So I was calling them out on my Twitter accounts, and I felt like I was very fair, that they were making bad shots, committing a lot of turnovers, and their defense was not great. So obviously they lost to Whitewater.
Don't you think this team has shown a little bit of improvement from last season, though? I mean, they won a couple of games last weekend.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Small sample size.
Yeah, yes. I mean, I personally didn't see it in that first game. It was just like, okay, well, looks like another rough season, but they actually got better and progressed. And I was like, man, this is actually pretty good. I was impressed by the time the weekend had finished and they got first. They got first. I'm still trying to grasp that because they played some teams and like, okay, what's going on here? Is that team just like exhausted or what? Because I feel like they have a lot of potential and Illinois is just somehow doing better. And then at the end I realized, okay, well, one, these other teams are just bad. And Illinois is actually pretty good. MVP of the night was Emily Overs. She just transferred here. Good timing. So she came here from Alabama. Not too bad. On Team USA. I feel like that's exactly what they needed. They needed.
I guess sometimes it just takes a little while for the team to settle in. I know it can be for any athlete in any sport when you get out there for the first game of the season or first collegiate game or something. You're going to have some nerves.
Right.
So at least they were able to, get that out of their system during that first game and obviously have some more success later on in the weekend.
Do you think the offense primarily went through Emily then? Was that your impression?
Yeah, I think so. Emily kind of ran the whole court for Illinois. But yeah, toward the end of some games, she would just be like, okay, I got the ball, I'm going to shoot. Okay, give me the ball again, I'm going to shoot. And she would make it. So we saw a lot of back and forth between her and Erica Wilson. Erica got thrown into kind of a leadership role last year, and I think Emily and her will kind of gel. I do like that about the team. And it was good to see a leader stand out, a clear leader for the women's team. They did not have that last year. I will say the person who I think could be their leader, Kern Brown. I'm a little disappointed. She's a senior, upperclassman, and it's like, oh man, I feel like we're missing a lot.
Yeah.
I think we should look up to some senior leadership, but
It's definitely still early in the season.
right, yeah. And today is the first collegiate tournament, so we'll see how.
Right. So
Things
don't
go.
write them off just yet.
It's hard to make snap judgments based on
Right,
how they
right.
play against
Oh,
old men.
sure.
Although I do always enjoy a good hot take.
A
Something
good
to
hot
make
take.
someone angry or just be argumentative. I like it.
Nah, we're just objective reporters.
Right.
Objective friends reporters. I don't know our exact title anymore.
I mean, I'm not gonna call anybody out. I'm not gonna say, well, that person's horrible.
No Stephen A. Smith, you know?
Not a full beard for that. I need to be calling everybody out for that one. Call Bushy out, Steph. Call James, yeah, I'll call you out. No, I
I
wouldn't.
was cool
do
with him
that.
until he pointed to me.
A lot of pressure on that finger, isn't
Yeah,
there?
man.
Yeah, but anyways, the women's team got first. They went 3-2. Emily Oberst, as I said, was an MVP. And Kern was actually named to the all-tournament team, so she might not have been bringing in the most points, but she was doing other things that brought her some big importance in the tournament. So always good to see. And for the men's side, they went 2-3 and got first. So.
Wait, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
So on Saturday they had pool play.
Okay.
So it's just we'll play a few games, see how we match up, and that'll decide our seeding for Sunday.
Right.
And that was a double elimination tournament. They beat everybody. So
Huh?
I know, right?
Wow, that's quite a turnaround. I
Yeah.
guess they didn't have a good pool play, but
I mean, one of those losses was a tough OT loss, right, in the first game?
yes. Rough Saturday for the men's team, but I did like what I was seeing from Kyle Jankowski. We mentioned him last week. I think he's going to be a good player. He's a freshman, taller, and he can lead the court, lead the team. He can shoot. He's fast.
I mean, both him and Josh add a lot of height. They're guys who can kind of
Right.
shoot over someone. Seems like both of them are capable of stretching the floor a little bit, kind of in that, I'd say, more of a less traditional big man role.
Right.
Those guys you can kind of move around. I don't know what you saw in terms of scoring, but do you think a lot of it was based on jump shots, or were they getting the ball inside?
Well, it depends on who they were playing. There were some games in which they were just relying on fast breaks, and they would just outrun their defenders and every time. So just be Jankowski to joins, and then back to Josh, or back to Jankowski for a layup. So
A lot of defense leading to offense.
Yeah.
Other teams.
yeah, so it was nice to see that. On Sunday, we did not have Spencer Heslop out there. He was not at the tournament. And that was the case last year, too. So they kind of had to adjust. Michael Mitchell, I think, will be a key person for the team this year. Bring some height and some leadership and some
personality.
He can sing.
A lot of heart.
A lot of hearts, yes, exactly. So I thought the team adjusted well to being Spencer-less, if that makes sense. But I know when all the freshmen were on the court at the same time, there was an interesting dynamic. I think just in the beginning of the season, we was trying to figure out what we want to do with the team, what our roles are. And so there was a few times, just like, okay, I think we're kind of looking for somebody to do something, and there's nothing really there. So I thought it all worked out. The men's team played this morning, lost. Women's team are playing right now. It is actually, what time is it?
I do not know.
You don't even know. We're
I don't
pre-recording
wear-
this show yet again. We're actually not in the studio, sorry. It's 1:55 on this Friday, November 17th.
But it's worth noting the men's team will be playing again when this does air on WPGU
Yes.
tonight. So if
I
you're
know, right?
trying to watch, you can
Right.
tune in
So
on
if you
their
want
page.
to time travel a little bit, we've got you covered.
Yes, we're here for you. Yes, so we went across campus just to do that. We're in Richmond Studios. Our studio does not usually look like this.
Very true. Very true.
I don't think
It's a
so.
little darker in our studio at WPGU.
We keep the lights off for a reason.
I must say it is amusing watching people walk by because we have the see-through glass, so we can see into the newsroom at the DI, and that's always a lot of fun. I'm sure there's probably not anyone there right now since it's the Friday before break.
No, probably not. But we're here in spirit. Actually, in your head. If you're watching this, we're actually in your eyes, but if you're listening to us, we're in your ears.
Ooh, getting scientific.
Or are we?
Oh, I feel like I'm in a philosophy class or something. Don't start with me.
So Ryan, tell us about when you saw another Ryan there. You saw Ryan Nieswander, didn't you?
I did see Ryan Nicewander. What a great guy. He was on our very first show for Rollin Illini. I might cry. He was on Illini Drive, too. He used to be on a radio show for WPGU. I saw him in Chicago wearing not an Illinois jersey, but an RIC Hornets jersey. So, RIC stands for the Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago. He does not go there. He actually lives in Savoy, I believe. But with RIC, you can join the team kind of on recreational terms, I guess. And so Ryan Jaguan did that 2 years ago, and now Ryan Nicewander's doing it.
So many Ryans.
I'm glad that Nicewander's still playing because he really is
Yeah.
an elite player. From what we saw last year, he's a guy who he knows how to score it.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so it was good to see him, talk with him for a little bit. And I also saw Gail Gang. She called into Illini Drive. Oh, wait. I'm not on that show. She called in the Illini Drive with Will and myself last year, talking about her time in Rio, winning a gold medal for the women's wheelchair basketball team. She graduated from Illinois after 2 years ago.
It's always cool when you get to talk to a gold medalist. Sometimes I find it refreshing. It's always a little bit. I'm always kind of surprised. I'm like, wow! Like when I think about how many people we've met that have won gold medals now, the
I know,
list just
right?
grows.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's like a trait or like just a trend in a sense,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it is still an extremely hard thing to do.
I mean, you really can't get any more accomplished in your field than winning a gold medal.
No, not at all. You win a gold medal, you're in history forever as the best in the world.
The best of the best.
And me and my dad always joke about how the person that finishes fourth, they don't get anything.
Right.
This is the fourth best in the world.
Mhm.
So for you to get first, that is unbelievable.
Right, so I think we should get a gold medal for this show.
I
We should
mean,
make our own.
as long
gold
as it ain't
medals.
too heavy, my neck ain't too strong.
I don't know how I feel about participation ribbons.
Oh, another hot take.
Well, that's another discussion. But yeah, it was nice to see Ryan and Gail. Talk with Gail for a little bit. I joked with Ryan that I'm like, it's kind of weird to see you in that jersey, in all honesty. And he's like, yeah, I agree. But he's a good guy. Maybe we'll have him on here sometime this semester or year. This semester's almost over with.
Almost, but we got some more things up our sleeve.
Yeah,
though.
so-
Oh yeah, just you wait, guys.
yes.
That's what I'm looking.
A lot of bells and whistles.
I had my little horn right here. So we're going to take a quick break here on 119 and WPGU 1071 and UPTV.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Welcome back to the One Liner here on WPGU 1071 UPT. We're in high definition, and I'm looking great here. Actually, maybe not. Sorry. James,
Those
James,
eyebrows.
just a side note, was dancing on his other show this morning. You look great. You got to do some of the moves, James.
We counted our top 5 dance songs from the 2000s, and of course, Crank That Soldier Boy was in there. So I had to Superman on them this morning. I remember that song came out in 6th grade, and it is the best song from the 2000s. There is no debate. If you want to fight about this, we can. Not really, but it was a lot of fun, and a good way to just kick off the break.
Mm-hmm. And also to go back to wheelchair basketball.
Yeah, from dancing.
Quite a
to basketball.
transition. Wheelchair basketball is starting their break with a tournament in Whitewater, Wisconsin, a cold place. I was there last fall, and it snowed. I don't think it's snowing there now.
Did you
I
call
don't
in
wanna
from
see-
Whitewater? I remember you were telling us about some of
called
the
in
fruit
from
you were
Whitewater.
eating and the food there.
Yeah. I called in from the championship.
Mm-hmm.
The food was.
I did not expect that answer or that response. I thought tell me something's good or something different.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That's
concession stand food for Pete's sake. Yeah. What do you
funny.
expect? No, but last year in the championship, they played on hard courts. So, a normal basketball court we would expect to play on.
Mm-hmm.
On the NBA, you see these hard wood courts. But in Whitewater, this time around, like they did last fall, they're competing on rubberized courts.
Oh, I had those back in high school, and everyone used to like jump a little higher because of it.
Right, but in much basketball, there's not too much jumping.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, I'm still trying to jump in this thing. I think it's the seatbelt that's keeping me down here. I'm pretty wild.
So I know you got a story about it. What kind of problems do they encounter because of the rubber courts?
I mean, it's interesting because it provides resistance on their tires. So when you push on a wood court, you can go for a while, but with rubber, it slows you down and it tries to kind of slow you down a little bit and grab your tire.
So does that kind of just affect the pace of the game a little bit? slow it down?
Yeah, mainly. So that's one thing they have to consider. I had talked with Tim Nagel last night about that. He's like, yep, we're unfortunately on the rubber courts yet again. So, I mean, it's just something they work around, but...
It's interesting. It's interesting to see what teams have to do. I remember when I covered volleyball here, they went to Colorado and Coach Kevin Hamley, the former coach, he was telling me how they like have to prepare for the ball to move a different way because of the altitude is like so low, and the air is thinner and everything like that. So sometimes it's not always like the game plan, but rather like the environment you're in.
Exactly, and wheelchair basketball is not competing at the State Farm Center or where like the Bulls play. It would be nice, but the reality is the fan base is not there, but we are.
We might see them during the halftime of an Illini basketball game. I know they've done that in
Right.
the past.
Yeah, they were there last year.
Yeah, I was at that game.
Yeah, I think I was announcing that game.
That was solid.
Yeah.
Got a lot of cool reactions from people that had never seen
Yes,
wheelchair basketball or wheelchair
exactly.
athletics before. So
And there's always a few gasps when a player falls out of their chair
yeah.
and somebody gets knocked over. Are they okay?
I
My
think
gosh.
the common misconception is that it's like a polite sport or that it's not competitive to a certain extent.
Yeah.
There's no like physical contact.
Yeah, because before I even like knew anything about it, I was like, oh, like they're playing wheelchair basketball. And I see like a guy get fouled and like fall out of his chair. I'm like, oh my goodness, like where's the flagrant? But no, it's just a regular flag. It's basketball, just like any
Yeah.
other sport. And I'm like, oh duh, like
I've seen some
How about
bone-jarring screens just set in practice where it seems. I mean, they really do like ram their chairs into one another.
Yeah, and last year, that was the first time I had seen a fight during a wheelchair basketball game. It was entertaining, I will say, but not neat.
entertaining but not needed. Oh, it's definitely not needed.
No, R2 might have gotten a little too vocal on the courts, and I mean, we've heard him do that.
Yeah.
Got a little up front with somebody, and Kate Rougeau, our good friends. I've never heard her yell so much. That was entertaining, I will say.
Yeah, I love the intensity, but just like Kate, we don't condone violence on this show.
No,
Not at all.
violence is not
Not at all.
needed. On this show, we're very friendly.
Exactly.
We refer to all of our guests as friends, I think. Or do we?
Except for when Ryan doesn't appear, then we'll talk about him a little bit behind his back.
Ouch.
Fake friends.
You better watch out in a couple weeks because I'm already circling that date when you're back on stage again.
Yeah, I will be acting here again. Anyways, let's change the subject right now. Wheelchair basketball is competing right now, 6 o'clock, men's team against Edinburgh. Edinburgh, really good team. They're alright. I mean, I haven't seen them this year, so I don't know too much about them. But they've had a good team over the past couple of years. And then at 8, this tournament goes all day today. At 8, the women's team plays the Wisconsin Bucks.
And we said it already, but where can you find this if you're looking to watch the stream?
Great question, Will Gerard. You can find the game streaming online on the Illinois Wheelchair Basketball Facebook page. Side note, it is presented by Jason Hotchkiss and Tribal Adaptive Organization. So Jason is the dad of Noah Hotchkiss. Noah's a great guy. And his dad's starting up this organization to air lucha basketball games in a way that we could see them and watch them without being there, because not all of the lucha basketball players here are from Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's hard for me or hard for us to go to Arizona for a tournament, or I can go to Wisconsin and Chicago, but Arizona or Pennsylvania, probably not, unless I can go with you. But probably not. So I was watching the live stream this morning, and it was nice, just a single camera stream.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it, and it had the score on it. So, and Jason's a good guy. I've talked with him before, and Noah's a good person. So we met a lot of good people here. And tomorrow it starts back up at 9 a.m. The men play Southwestern Minnesota State University, SMSU. Quite an acronym. At 11, women play Wisconsin, and it's men versus Wisconsin versus Whitewater. Whitewater, Illinois is always a big matchup. They're rivals, friendly rivals, I guess. Frenemies, whatever you call them.
Frenemies.
Friends and enemies. I feel like that's all of us, right?
Pretty much. Gotta have a can't be too nice. Gotta have your jokes and your jabs here and there, otherwise it gets boring.
Right, exactly. So I'm looking forward to watching the Illinois Whitewater game. Whitewater's always stronger than Illinois and bigger and faster, and they can shoot. But Illinois does put up a good fight, so I don't know what'll happen. Last year, Illinois lost every time, but they kept it close. But in other news, and other Friends news we've had, Rob Jones, what a guy. We got him at an amazing time.
We really did.
Because last week's show aired on Friday, obviously. And he finished up his month of marathons in Washington, D.C. This week, he met with Joe Biden, was interviewed by Chicago Tribune, Washington Post, and interviewed on Megyn Kelly Today.
So he's got all that national attention right after we got him.
I think it was because of us.
Yeah, we just brought a little awareness there. That's what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think it was all because of us. I think
not because of any of his amazing accomplishments.
Yeah, I'm like, sure.
Right.
I'm pretty sure the marathons had a little bit to well, obviously it was majority of us, but marathons, one every day. That usually plays a factor in it.
So Rob was a great guy. I'm glad we connected with him and his wife. And
make sure to check out that full interview, because it was cut short if you just caught us on it.
Right. Urbana Public Television has got her back. We've got an hour-long show, hour-long and 10 minutes. An extravaganza of us and Rob. We talked with Rob for 20 or so minutes. I think more.
Yeah.
It was a great interview. I really enjoyed talking with him, and very thankful we connected with him. And now, with only a couple minutes left, it's about Thanksgiving break. What kind of fun plans do you guys have? One interesting thing Will said during break is that he's gonna watch a dog with fleas.
So yeah, my mom, we have a dog. His name's Homer. He's 13 years old now. So I just found out, my mom and sister, they're going down to Florida to just spend Thanksgiving with the family. But I'm staying back just to watch the dog, because I'm gonna cover the basketball team over break. Hopefully catch up on some work. But I'm definitely real excited for that, because nothing beats giving the dog a couple baths over the course of the week, and vacuuming the house. So it'll give me a reason to give him a lot of love and attention, because
Can you get fleas from your dog?
I think that might be a
because
real
if you do,
possibility.
you're not coming back here. We
I
can
don't
two-man it.
Hopefully I don't need to get cured, but I think my monster did a pretty good job of they caught it early, so hopefully there won't be any fleas by the time I'm
Give your
back
dog
home.
a bath in a hazmat suit.
Exactly.
And James, what are you doing?
I'll be returning to work at the Assisted Living Home Senior Star. with some of my best friends. I work with my best friends back home. Get to visit my old folks, and they probably won't remember me, to be honest with you. And if they do, they'll probably, yell at me or cuss me out the first time they see me. But it'll be good to go back home and also see my family and just hug them and love them, because I haven't been home since August. So I always tell them every year, like, I'll see you when it's cold, and it's cold. So my dad's coming at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I told him he can come anytime on Saturday. He told me he's coming at 8 a.m. I didn't know I would have to wake up early to leave. But, hey, I'll see him tomorrow. He'll be the first one I see in my family, and then obviously reconnect with everyone else. I can't wait to see just everyone. It's going to be a good time.
And you'll have turkey at the old person home.
Yes,
right?
we'll have turkey. I work on Thanksgiving. Thankfully, not at night. I work in the morning. But I will, sneak a little turkey in there, here and there. I'll probably get in trouble for eating too much at work. But why work in a kitchen if you can't eat? Like, come on.
That's why I don't work in a kitchen. Because I eat all the time. I am doing nothing on the break. Well, maybe something.
You'll find something, I'm sure.
Well, a whole lot of somethings that
Ryan
No,
knows how to keep busy.
I am doing things over winter break. I am going home. I'm sleeping some more, and I'm sleeping some more.
I think we could all use some sleep.
Yes, doing some homework. I have a few projects to work on.
Maybe if we don't talk about it, they'll go away.
Just put them under the rug.
Just act like they don't exist.
Here you go, Mom. You could just do everything I have for the IPC. Minor detail. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. Lots to be thankful for on the show here. Thankful for Tatiana McFadden. I'm still, amazed she joined us for an entire show. And she's done so much. She's met with all these public figures, but she always finds a way to bring it down to us. And, well, I think it's not me, but us.
I'm thankful for all the people who've been willing to come on our show.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
had some really cool guests.
And I'm thankful for you two.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thankful for you as well.
Gross.
Well, I'll take back Ryan's. He looked at me like he didn't like me too much, so excuse him. But Will's all right.
I was at Richmond Studios here until 3 a.m. with James Floyd a couple nights
Yes,
ago.
we were here.
That was not... Well, actually, I did have a lot of fun. I'll be honest, I had a lot of fun. I probably failed that project. I noticed there were a few too many mistakes in that after it aired on television to... I might have a conversation with
Grades
my
aren't
professor.
fatal. They aren't permanent.
Nah, I don't really care about grades. That's why I'm here. Because I do sports.
One thing I do want to say, though, on a more serious note, I recently had a childhood friend pass away 2 days ago. I do want to say, Miguel Ford, I always loved you. You're a great person. And to anyone, obviously, over Thanksgiving break, make sure you love and hug and squeeze on your loved ones and just let them know that you're always going to be there for them. And you just never know when things could change. So appreciate the good times when they're there, and make sure you embrace every opportunity to tell somebody that you love them, because, again, you never know when it's going to be the last time. So on a different note, again, like I tell these guys all the time, I love doing what we're doing, having fun, embracing the journey of school and Rollin Illini and scheduling and passing out nuggets before the show, taking care of each other. That's what it's all about. And again, it's just a great opportunity to be here in another week on Rollin Illini.
Thank you so much, James, for saying. I really appreciate you guys being along with me on this journey. So, like I've said many times, I started this thing kind of for fun, and I was like, okay, now we're kind of reaching an international audience. We have people from Great Britain following us on Twitter and the IPC, so...
And we
I
get
really do
tagged in
appreciate
so many photos. It is
I know,
unbelievable.
right? And they're not pictures of us; they're pictures of somebody else. so-
Exactly. I'm like, oh, you felt the need to put us in it,
You thought about us,
right? And we'll get a bunch of retweets. I'm like, we have nothing to do with this story, but it's cool. It's cool to get recognized every now and then.
And take us in all your pictures of Tatiana. That's just fine. We'll reach about 3 million people quickly. That's fine. But anyways, thank you for listening to another fun show of Rollin Illini here on WPGU 107.1 and UPTV. Will Gerard, look great. You should
Oh, yeah.
always be there. Instead of, like, off
I
camera.
love being on camera, and it's too bad that we're not going to be on air over break, but, you know, it'll be nice for us all to rest a little bit, and we're looking
Yes.
forward to being back on air in 2 weeks.
I will
I'm
be
looking forward to finally shooting a live show. I love these pre-recorded shows and all of that, but my goodness, I need some liveness in my life.
Get back in the studio.
You
Yes.
guys are just too busy with men's basketball, okay?
Well, I'll save my opinions on that one.
It's a grind.
And James Boyd, I'm Ryan Wilson. Have a nice Thanksgiving, and see you in 2 weeks.